Hi, Kari. Welcome.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm awesome. So, we're here today interviewing Kari. She's from a company called GoodPhyte, and she's going to tell us all about these incredible enzymes. And before we get started, I'd just love to know a little bit about you and your background.
Okay, amazing. Thanks for having me. My name is Kari. I'm the Director of Business Partnerships and Business Development. I've been in the health and wellness industry now for almost 25 years. I own my own health and wellness business. My background is in quite a few different modalities within that space in strength and conditioning, fascial stretch therapy, as well as nutritional therapy. And so it really fascinated me to come on board with GoodPhyte for many different reasons. I first came on board in 2021 as an investor and then full time on the team in 2023.
Awesome. Yeah, so how I found out about GoodPhyte was at CFHA in Vancouver, and I heard the owner of the company,
Amy
Amy. I
Fuses.
heard I heard Amy speaking about it on stage, and I knew immediately I wanted to bring it into our store because it just checked off so many boxes. So let's talk about it. What was the spark behind, first of all, what is GoodPhyte and what is the product and what makes it different from everything else that's out there?
Okay, so great question. This is an exciting piece of the story that I always love to tell. Amy first started researching the enzyme that we use, phytase, in 2008. She researched it until 2011, and then she ended up dropping it because she had no path forward to take it any further to get into the hands that needed it because she knew there needed to be further research done on it. Over the years, she then started a trail running company. She herself is an ultra trail runner. And in 2019, it came back to her. Knew she needed to bring GoodPhyte to market. And so she sold her trail racing company. And in 2020, GoodPhyte was born. So, GoodPhyte, we use a phytase enzyme that breaks down an anti-nutrient called phytate, also called phytic acid. And so this anti-nutrient is naturally on many of the foods we eat, like beans, legumes, nuts, seeds. And then it's in other foods like breads, pastas, cereals, crackers, protein bars. And so what it does is this anti-nutrient protects the seed out in nature so it doesn't get eaten. And so Amy, from her research, had discovered that phytase was breaking down phytic acid, and she didn't understand why it wasn't brought into human form because this enzyme has also been researched for decades and used in animal feed, but never brought to human form. So that's exactly what she did in 2020.
Awesome. So
And
oh yeah, keep going.
oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, when you say anti-nutrient, what do you mean?
So it just protects the seed out in nature so that it doesn't get eaten. But when it's present in your gut, it binds to iron, zinc, magnesium, calcium, amino acids, and proteins, and then your body can't utilize it. So it's not bioavailable for our body to use to optimize our health. So just think of eating all of these whole foods or taking any other forms of supplementation. Your body isn't actually absorbing it because phytic acid is binding to it and blocking it. And so many people don't know this. And then they're experiencing symptoms that range from brain fog, low energy, bloating, constipation, fatigue, many symptoms that are related to many different autoimmune diseases.
Yeah, that's why I got so excited because I went to school in 2005 and we were talking about this back then. So when I saw this enzyme could help people break this down, help, build their minerals back up. I know that it can help people with iron deficiency, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what got me really excited. Okay, so who do you see getting the biggest results from GoodPhyte, and what changes do they actually feel?
Ooh, good question. So when Amy brought it to market in 2020, she started hearing from many different customers. So because she was in the racing world, the trail racing world, that's exactly why she wanted to bring it to market, because they were the ones that really needed this product, because many racers are struggling with iron deficiency. And the next piece of that is the foods that they eat to get in order to get energy are high phytate foods. So this is her first experience into, hey, I know that people with iron deficiency really need this product. And so then the next piece, when she brought it in 2020, she started hearing from customers with different autoimmune diseases such as IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis, and then iron deficiency. And then she started hearing from people with Lyme's disease, long COVID. There was a really there started to be a repetitive response from these autoimmune diseases. And so that's why in 2021, she knew she needed to take it into preclinical studies. And that's when I came on as an investor, as well as some other investors, because there was a signal in these autoimmune diseases. Then going forward, it continued to have signals in all of these autoimmune diseases, plus some. So we started hearing from customers with lupus, with MS, type 1, type 2 diabetes, chronic fatigue. And so over the years since 2020, it's been consistent that we are having a clear response in many different autoimmune diseases. So now we are in human studies to find out more, because we know that GoodPhyte is helping support breaking down phytic acid, and our science team knows that there's other things that are happening. We also have had a response in MS, and we started selling globally because of that. And so our science team needs to find out the direct mechanism of action of why we're having such a big response in all of these autoimmune diseases. So I would say when customers walk into your store, I've been talking to other retail partners about this, is talking to them about GoodPhyte helping support iron deficiency and then these symptoms of autoimmune diseases.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad that you said symptoms of autoimmune because that's
Yes,
important
yeah.
how we say it.
Yes,
And
exactly. Nutritional therapy background.
yes, absolutely. So, I mean, I'm sure some great information is going to come out about these studies and we're going to, there's going to be some really important information there. But I mean, just from the mineral aspect of it alone, imagine if like think about how important minerals are. I'm talking about minerals every day. Every day I'm talking about trace minerals and just the minerals in, things like Celtic sea salt and red mineral salt and things like that. So I know how important they are. So imagine if we actually started to get the amount of minerals that we need, I would imagine that's going to play an important role.
Exactly. And when you think about taking all of your other nutrients and your minerals, and your body not getting a response that you were hoped for, it's because of the lack of absorption, because of the phytic acid. But I did a video yesterday talking about zinc. It's a trace mineral as well, but your body doesn't store it. And so this is one of the main minerals that GoodPhyte is giving you access to. And so when you think about zinc it leaves your body through sweating, through bowel movements, through urine, through your gut microbiome. And so there's a lot of different things that a lot of people don't really understand, why we need to make sure that we're absorbing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to go back when you were talking about the racers and some of my first clients and when I had my practice were athletes and they looked really healthy, but those people had the worst digestion I've ever seen ever. And I think it's because there's a lot of oxidative stress, but there's this a lot of their body's in that fight or flight mode a lot. And so they're not all that blood is shunted away from the digestive system. So I can
Absolutely.
imagine it could be a game changer for them as well. But for anybody, yeah, I'm super excited about it. So if I needed to help our customers understand GoodPhyte in one sentence, what should they say? Or what should I
Okay.
say? What should I say?
Yeah, that's a great question. So basically, GoodFight is changing what we thought of nutrition because it is actually giving you access to get the nutrients out of your food. So we we really want to bring that home that we're a supplement company that is giving you access to the nutrients in your whole foods diet to optimize your wellness by giving you access to these micronutrients.
That's fantastic. Well, and I just love the name GoodPhyte. It's very clever, and I'm excited to be a part of bringing this out more to the masses.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to break down the IB defense and the immunity. So the reason why, so we launched the Good Fight IB defense and the Good Fight immunity, which is now rebranded Good Fight Iron Plus. And so we launched those products in January of 2023. And the reason why we formulated these two products is one, IB defense has high doses of the phytase enzyme in it, which we know is what is giving our customers with these different conditions the response that they're getting. And so we formulated it with a probiotic because science tells us that the phytase enzyme works really well as a catalyst with a probiotic. And so this is
Mm.
the product that we've had a really big response in the IBS, IBD, and MS. And all of the other autoimmune diseases that I had spoke about. And so that's why we formulated that product. The Good Fight Immunity, which is rebranded now Good Fight Iron Plus, is the product that customers want to go to if they want to support their immune health, but their iron deficiency. And so when you know much about different autoimmune diseases, there is a lot of iron deficiency related to most autoimmune diseases. And it all comes back to the gut health. So that's just a little flash of why we formulated those two products.
Awesome. And so if people want to learn more about what you're using the GoodPhyte for and what the company is about, how can they find that information?
So if you go to our website, our website has a wealth of information on it. We have research papers backing the science that we claim on our product. And then also on our Instagram page, we have a lot of information on there that we'd like to share, where our product is available and some new product innovation when it drops, and lots of information that customers might find helpful to decide what product is best for them. But if customers aren't sure, they can always reach out to us on our social profiles, and we're more than happy to help them to answer the questions that they need for our product.
Well, thank you again for being here with me today. And obviously, anybody watching this can come and visit me at Comox Pharmasave, and we can go through the products a little more in depth with you to see if it's a fit for you. Otherwise, you can visit the website, and I look forward to doing this again with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, have a great day. Thank you.
Yes, you too.